Healing Activities, Part 2. Because I'm an artist, a lot of my work that I do is around art, but I am not beyond using so many other things. Now, as a spiritual healer, I have so many crystals. I mean, so many. My crystals are my friend. And what I use a lot of the crystals for during meditation, I will hold some in my hand. I will hold it to my heart. Most of the time when I purchase a crystal, I always ask that that crystal is attuned to the energy that I need in the moment that I need it, and that is always evolving with my energy. And all of my crystals, there are none that I have that don't assist me. I also have these, they're like healing towers, they're selenite. So when I need to clear my energy, I have two of these. I hold one in each hand and I do breathing exercises. So number 5 is finding something that can assist you in processing through and centering yourself and becoming more present in your body to be able to focus on what it is that you're truly feeling. I also use an emotion wheel so that I can identify emotions, because a lot of times we're taught individual words, like 5 or 6 words to explain what's wrong with us. Most of our elementary school books say mad, sad, happy, um, content, joyous. Like, we get a lot of the same exact type of words, but there's so many other words like feeling disrespected, discontentment, feeling out of place, feeling overwhelmed. Sometimes when we feel abandoned, we're not actually abandoned. We don't feel accepted, or accepted fully, because some people will accept you based on conditions. And a lot of times what we're looking for is something unconditional, because we hear about unconditional love. But most of the love that humans can offer, normally it has conditions. Even the love of a parent has some type of conditions, because they've been taught by their parents and their parents before them, or grandparents or great grandparents, that there are things that are acceptable and things that are not acceptable. Only intelligent, emotionally intelligent parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles understand that based on your actions are not what are not the conditions that your love is based on. So, but it takes someone to be emotionally intelligent enough to understand that. I am the queen of having different type of sensory items around me. My rugs are soft and shaggy. I have satin pillow covers. My blankets are furry. And some of the art I make are textured because I like to run my hands down them. This is an art piece that actually has different crystals on it. It's glued up there. But honey, when I'm not feeling my best, that is my best friend. So number 6, have things of different textures that will uplift you and help you to feel more balanced and joy, to bring you into the present. Many times when we're focusing on the past, the brain doesn't know the difference between it happening right now or it happening or when it happened before. So you're reliving this thing in your body over and over again. And it will bring up those emotions. And because no one ever walked you through actually working through the emotions, how to feel the emotions in a healthy way, and to be able to speak to those emotions, when they come up, it feels like something that is overwhelming, when in actuality, it's something that we just have never learned to conquer or to address. Now, as a fire sign, yes, anger and rage have always been the thing that I've suppressed the most in my past. But I know how to be angry in this moment, or be angry in a moment, without lashing out at other people, but also to advocate for myself and say, I no longer want to have this conversation, and be adamant about it. I say it in my mama voice. I'm done with this conversation, and I would appreciate it if you will respect my boundaries and not speak about this anymore. The average person will say, well, just because you're finished with the conversation doesn't mean that I am. So then what you need to reiterate is, I am at a point where this conversation will not be healthy. So if you truly want resolve, I need you to respect my boundaries. And then you can take yourself to another room, leave the house, take a walk, but make space between you and the conversation that you were having to give yourself an opportunity to make sense of what was happening. And then you can identify if what you're angry about is specific to the person in this present moment, or if it's an emotion that you've had before and you about to unleash some old stuff on a different person who don't even deserve the wrath that's about to come out of you. Side note, we are not taught how to process our emotions. We're not taught how to really work through them. In school, no, there's no class where, we are taught how to work through our emotions. We're held accountable for our emotions. We're expected, to act the way that we're told to act, not even if we don't understand why we are adhering to this. But nobody sits down and helps you to understand the emotions you're having based on who you are, and how teaching you the best way that you can process those. So we take on the actions of other people, or how we see other people gain influence or process things, which always doesn't work for us or our household or the people who are in authority of us, which leads us into these moments of being guilted or shamed for how we acted when nobody ever taught us how to act. They've told us how we should act, but most of the time it goes against how we've actually seen them act. How many of you have been in the presence of adults that were responsible for you, who said one thing, but you could feel the energy that they meant something completely different? I'll wait. Functioning in this world where we're trying to be cordial to people and act like things are not what they are, or being the bigger person, does not teach us how to fully embrace our emotions or how to act upon them. So if we don't have good examples that feel true to us, and the action aligns with the emotion that we're feeling or the energy that we're feeling, we know that there's something about that doesn't feel true. And it makes us not want to truly embrace it, because we don't know what that is. As children and young adults, we are so true to what we're feeling until we're taught to lie to ourselves, until we're taught to live in a lie, until we're taught to not be upfront about where we are and authentic. So next, I love candles. So having candles, something to light, something that is going to like ease the mood. Incense, I love incense. I love different scents. I love smells. I am definitely a sensory healer as well. There are just some scents like jasmine and vanilla, or frankincense and myrrh, that will calm me down. So I will keep something in my purse that I can just sniff at any point in time, because I want to make sure that I'm able to self-regulate, but also I want to understand what it is that I'm dealing with, and to have a clear head. And so you have to have tools. Now, if we're going to talk on the glam magic side, right? Chapstick or lip gloss will bring you to the present, sweetheart. Get you a mirror, okay? Get that gloss. Put that gloss on. Put that chapstick on. Feel it on your lips. It's going to bring you to the present. And then you're going to remember, I don't have time for this. I mean, you could go to the other side of who they think they're talking to, but always remember that you're royalty and you don't have time for small things, because you're trying to do big things. I hope these suggestions help. I know I didn't number them very well, but hey, it's just how we do. And sometimes you got to do things in orderly chaos, a little chaotic, a little chaos. I hope this helps someone. Y'all have an amazing day.